Social structure and institutions. Branches of Hinduism. Branches of Hinduism are usually formed on the basis of which god or goddess is the object of devotion and the approach to worship. There is considerable diversity of beliefs and practices within the various branches. Additionally, each stream has developed its own literature and organizational structure. Although it is possible to identify branches and sects within Hinduism, such categories are not rigidly defined. Moreover, people may not necessarily identify with terms such as Shaiva or Hindu. Some of the major streams include Vaishnavism. Followers of Vaishnavism may be referred to as Vaishnavite and Vaishnava. Vaishnavites are devotees of Vishnu, one of his various incarnations, mainly Rama and Krishna, and his female consort Lakshmi. Subsects of Vaishnavism include streams of Krishna worship, for example, Vallabhas, Swaminarayans and Hare Krishnas. Shaivism. Followers of Shaivism may be referred to as Shaivites or Shaivas. Shaivites are devotees of Shiva, his various forms, such as Rudra, and his consort Parvati. Shaktism. Followers of Shaktism are devotees of the divine female creative energy of Sakti, which is known by many different names and manifestations. Some include Devi, Uma, Parvati, Lakshmi, Sarasvati, Kali, Durga and Shitala. Smartism. The Smartism tradition is based on the remembered, Samarti, texts. As such, Smartas are usually devotees of a variety of gods and goddesses, such as Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesh, and Devi. Social structure. Caste system. The social structure most commonly associated with Hindu traditions is referred to in English as the caste system. The term caste comes from the word casta, which was used by Portuguese observers to describe the social stratification of India's Hindu society during the colonial period. The caste system is incredibly complex and contains overlapping systems of social stratification. In countries where the caste system exists, members of society from other religions may be incorporated into the system or may have their own variation of the caste system. Varna. Hindu texts, such as the Rig Veda, the Dharmasastras, and the Bhagavad Gita, present a fourfold normative social structure known as Varna. The four categories are described as the Brahmins, priestly caste, Kshatriyas, warrior, royalty or nobility caste, Vaisyas, commoner or merchant caste, and Sudras, artisan or laborer caste. These categories traditionally encompass societal functions like spirituality, defense, commerce, and manual labor. Each division of society is fundamentally interdependent and equally important. It is thought that each caste has a specific duty, dharma, they are expected to uphold as part of their social function. For example, Brahmins are typically responsible for religious affairs like studying scriptures and conducting rituals, with tasks outside their caste, such as cleaning, being avoided. The caste system also holds that an individual's caste is a matter of birth, which is determined by the individual's actions, karma, in previous lives. It is commonly thought that an individual is bound to their caste during their current life. Nobility in the caste system can only be achieved through a more favorable rebirth, samsara, by accruing positive karma. The lowest caste, known as the Dalits, untouchables, was a modern addition by political activists such as Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. Their main aim was to empower those suffering from prejudice and poverty due to ideas of purity, Sudha, and impurity, Asutta. Jati. The term caste system may also be used to refer to the small-scale social structure known as the Jati system. This system comprises over 2,000 jati, birth, categories that determine one's occupation or vocation based on their family of birth. These occupations or jati categories are ranked, with some considered to be caste neutral, such as agriculture or non-traditional civil service. Jati system is particularly noticeable in the daily social organization of people. Though not necessarily an exclusively Hindu idea, the Jati system is interconnected with the Varna system. Organizational structure. In Hinduism, there are many different kinds of religious leaders and practitioners who are not necessarily hierarchically ranked. Rather, each performs different roles and has different spiritual goals. These roles are typically held by men. Purohit, a Purohit, also known as a pujari, is a priest who conducts worship regularly at temples, sometimes assisting devotees in their practice. Purohits may also visit families to help them perform special rites or ceremonies. They are usually part of the Brahmin caste, learning their trade through their father. Hindu priests do not give sermons, but rather their expertise is in ritual practice. In Hinduism, priests are actively encouraged to be married. Pandit. A Pandit is a learned Hindu scholar, usually in Sanskrit and any field in Hinduism, such as Vedic scriptures or Hindu philosophy. Pandits may also be practicing priests. Sage. A sage, also known as a RSI or rishi, is an extraordinary spiritual person, totally devoted to achieving a deep understanding of reality and practicing austerities. They often reside in very remote locations, such as caves and forests. There exists a long list of sages, some of which are cited during rituals as part of one's spiritual lineage. Guru. The word guru in Sanskrit means teacher. In a religious context, a guru is a highly learned person who guides and passes knowledge to his or her students. Such students usually revere their guru as embodiments of the knowledge they impart. It is common for Hindu families to have a teacher which they revere, often the founder of the sect they follow. Swami. A Swami, also Swami or Sannyasin, is an ascetic religious leader who belongs to an order. When the leader is ordained, their name is changed to a spiritual name and is prefixed with the title Swami. They typically take vows of poverty and celibacy and usually reside in a monastery, ashram. Their dress usually differs according to their sectarian allegiance. Sadhu. A sadhu is an ascetic, one who commits to strict austerities, who renounces society and social norms in favor of pursuing a life solely dedicated to spiritual attainment. Sadhus may live together, or they may wander alone in isolation. They typically take vows of poverty and celibacy.